Time to upload the video now that it's edited. Let's go. Oh god, it's damn. Go to bed now. What the And howdy, it's me, Manny. Quick video today because insomnia has been kicking my ass lately. I think you might have noticed when the first week of Art Fight video just released. Unlike the two last video, I started a pattern and then it died because I fell asleep. I dozed off. I just needed to do the thumbnail. Everything was done, the video was edited, it was time to post it. I think in an hour? I was watching a digital circus reaction, so it wasn't like I didn't have any stimulus to stay awake. But still, I fell asleep and then I woke up, I posted the video and fell asleep again. And then at night I have trouble sleeping, and then I sleep in the day and I don't do anything and it's awful. So yeah, not second week of Art Fight because I need something quick because I didn't have time to edit it yet, and this is faster to edit, I guess. Actually, not really. I think it would be the exact same time for this. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But anyways, this was the first prompt of Cringetober. I don't know which one, 2034, I think? Maybe. The jury's still out on that one. No, it's the 2023. Never mind. But it's heterochromia. And I thought about it for 1 second. And I thought, oh my god, my demon, succubus, incubus, whatever you wanna call them. Yes, perfect. They were made with this, like, dichotomy between light and dark colors, counting their heterochromia, thus them. So I started by finally getting my stuff together. No swearing because I have less time to edit. I did a HeightChart so that my characters can finally stop looking very weird when I try to put them in HeightCharts next to each other, and I realized that I did not draw them in the same plane of existence. Like what happened with the first batch of Yandere Simulator Redesign back in the day, before tragedy struck, before we discovered stuff. Oof. I'm still shocked people still follow him and play his game after I mean, I guess he was already shown to be a creep before that, so anyway, it's not the point. The point is, Allicio wasn't always called Allicio. You can see it in the, well no, you can't see the full file name because my recording's in the way. But that's fine, I will tell you. Their old name was Praxis. It wasn't written in my concept art that I had to submit for my grade with the comic. And I didn't have, back in the day, a Google Doc with all my OCs, with their written name and the meaning of their name. So I more than once miswrote it as Praxis, which isn't a Latin word. Pax is peace, Praxis isn't a thing. And that was the only record of their name that, like, I could find for a while, so I had to, like, reverse engineer it in Google research to find what the word actually was. But it was Praxis, which means action, amongst other things. I think I found the word while trying to find something that would mean like to do the deed, you know? Because it was hard for me to find something a little more specific or explicit. I was like, good enough, I guess. I don't have enough time for this comic to like make better names. But now I did it, and we went from Praxis to Allicio, which means to entice, and it's better. Like, yippee. Talking about making things better, look up there at the 1.0 and 2.0 version, which, by the way, for a significant portion of this video, like 75% I should say, I'm coloring with the 2.0 colors, despite me doing a third color redesign for the comic, because I finally found a good color system, with the humans being pastels, the demon being dark colors, and the main characters being either very bright or very muddy colors, and I didn't use a current reference. I didn't pick like the comic. They appear in the comic. Like I have it on my unveil. You can see it. I didn't use those images as a reference. I used the 2.0 redesign, which sure, it's compared to whatever awful thing the 1.0 version is, it's not bad, but that's just because the 1.0 version is so trash. Look at that. Blonde hair, brown hair. What is this? I can't believe the 1.0 version was a sort of weird fusion of human demon. I don't know why the demon of temptation was like that. No wonder I immediately redesigned it. I looked at their design right after doing it. I was like, that's so trash. There's too many colors. This is a mess. This is awful. I'm redoing that immediately. And I never looked back except to do the 3.0 version, I guess. Well, no, I didn't look back for that. I just took away the ugly salmon color and darkened the purple, and bam! I was golden. Other than just new colors, 3.0 version also got a tiny little update, adding the same little pattern color that is used on the tail and for the heart on the horn for the wings. They used to be just body color, and I added this for consistency, but also changed the way I draw the wings, cause that was kind of ugly and more vampire-y than demon-y. But also I changed the horn shape because I thought that, well, it's such a fun thing with demon design to just give them different horn shape. It's kind of like body shape with the circle, the triangle, and the square for personalities, but with horns. And since it's Allicio, it's deceptive, and the shape is like very soft and unthreatening, but it's a lie. Yeah, it's simple, but it's fun. I like Allicio's design. The style was also chosen for a dichotomy, using pastel emo because of the vibes that emo gives, paired with, well, their color palette and what vibes I was going with. Cause emo gives vibes like somber, mellow, melancholy, just calm, and you know what emo feels like. Meanwhile, Allicio is a being that entices people with honeyed words to toy with them for their sadistic pleasure. So, yeah, I thought it fit. It works with, well, everything else I'm working towards with their design. For the pose, I didn't do anything crazy. I did the same thing as for the profile picture in the intro video. I just went with an enticing pose that's kind of flirty, that's kind of like ara. I still don't know how to say it. I need to stop trying. I'm embarrassing myself. But you see what I mean. And like I told you, nail polish. I forgot the nail polish in the profile picture. But on this one, I did it. The nails look very out of place and ugly though. So maybe that was for the best. It looks very weird. You can tell it's like one of the first time I draw nails. They look very chunky and Play-Doh-y, if that makes sense. It doesn't look like they're part of the finger, it looks like it was put on top of the finger. It's like those challenges where you look at how many coats of nail polish you can do on your finger, that's what it looks like. I think those holes are taken away. I don't know if they were in the OG, in like the 1.0 or the 2.0 design, or there was an attempt on my part to like change something. It was taken away because I didn't like it. I thought it looked very weird. It didn't fit. It looked ugly. And that's all I have to say about it. Goodbye, and nobody likes you lols on the pants. Forgot how to say it for a second. Got confused between that and trousers, and my brain just short six. And it did again. Short circuited for a second. It happens. You know what else looks ugly and I changed it? The stripes also being on the strap. No wonder it's so hard to say. The stripes on the straps. Well, there's just one on the strap. Well, just one you can see on the strap on their shoulder. I took away the stripes because I didn't like it. It looked weird, so I changed it, and now it looks better. Oh, something I forgot to talk about is that other than just because I liked the Cringetober prompts and I wanted to have fun with some cringy art, I used those to try to experiment with my style. The first one weren't much, it was mostly learning how much better my sketches are using the brush tool, but when specifically I tried to render their eyes different with those little lines all over their iris. I didn't really like it and thus didn't really adapt it in my style, but That was an attempt. Look at that. It's a good attempt. Like, it looks good on some art style, but I tried them. Wasn't really for me. Now I still use the same like highlight. By highlight I don't mean the little like round and heart that are full white and that just kinda give life and soul to the eye. I mean the little half circle on the eye that has like lowered opacity, but instead of doing like I did on this one that's like white, I usually pick the same color as the eyes as a base, lighten it, and then color shift the hue either warmer or colder to accentuate the color that I want the eye to be perceived as. Or, for example, in the case of Allicio's X Phoenix, a color that is important to the design. For Phoenix, it was the green, kind of radioactive yellow-green that their eyes turn into when their forehead mouth is visible. Without context, that must be very weird. But I didn't do it for this one because that wasn't part of my style yet. I discovered it later during Cringetober. I also started doing a hair highlight, but it was the same thing. It was using white instead of what I do now. That is the exact same for the eyes, but without the specific color possibility. At least for now. I don't think that ever happened. But yeah, that was a good attempt because that still gave me the specific way I do the highlights, which is by basing the shape of it by the personality. For example, Allicio is circle square shape wise, for like a mix of round and friendly and triangle and dangerous. And that gives us the highlight that is round shape but pointy at the end, which I use for characters that either seem dangerous but are sweet, or the exact opposite, that seem sweet but are actually dangerous. Which is fun because that means that you don't know which is which. Like, it gives you a vibe and an idea, but you don't know what exactly. It can be deceiving, it can be real, who knows? And I think that's fun. And by the way, if you're curious, the circle completely friendly highlight I use is waves. By the way, you've seen it a few times while I was doing the little style experiments, but please disregard the apple bloom and Diamantera Cringetober art that was made before and also shows similar thoughts for the ideas of style explorations, because, well, I really liked the apple bloom redesign and didn't change much. I redid Diamantera completely because it was too similar to Diamantera, and I also hated it because both versions had too many colors and I redid it a third time. So Yeah, you really do be like that sometimes. Oh, something that was implied by me talking about the style and just the images I showed of Allicio in the comic, but them having that pastel emo style was part of this semi-redesign, like little upgrade of the 3.0 version of them. And look, it's me, God knows how long afterwards, finally getting my stuff together and using the comic to color pick their new design. I don't know why that took me so long. Crazy stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry. Moving on. Their outfit looked very plain. And now when I redesign or update an OC, I pay attention to the fashion. That was especially not on my mind when I was doing the comic because, well, obviously I had a limited time to do the comic. It was a school project, an important grade, and Allicio was a very minor character that had those two appearances I showed in the flashback of the start of the comic. I didn't really have time to flesh out their design in particular, and none of the design were very fleshed out fashion-wise, because I used to be very bad at giving good clothes to my OCs. So that was the redemption arc, and that's good. That's all I have to say about it. They look good like this. I like them so much better now. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I'm not really sure what next video will be. Hopefully week 2 of Art Fight, but I don't know if the insomnias will let me. I need to spend more time on Art Fight and less time on editing, so it might be week 2 of Art Fight, it might be something else that I whip up together, but either way, I'll see you next video, guys. Take care. Bye.